Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So, what exactly does this B1415 code mean? It's a body code, which is why it starts with a B, and it's telling the body control module, or BC, that it's seeing a problem with the signal from the ambient air temperature sensor. This could be a high voltage signal, a low voltage signal, or a completely open or shorted circuit. The BCM uses this sensor's reading to make smart decisions about how to operate the heating and air conditioning system to keep you comfortable. When that signal is gone or nonsensical, the system defaults to a safe mode, which usually means no AC compressor engagement and unpredictable behavior from your climate control. It's basically flying blind. Let's talk about where you can find this little guy. On most Lincoln models, like the MKZ, or the Navigator. The ambient air temperature sensor is located at the front of the vehicle. You'll typically find it mounted behind the front grille, often attached to the radiator support or a nearby bracket. It's placed there so it can get a clean reading of the outside air temperature, away from the heat of the engine. It's usually a small, black plastic sensor with a 2-wire connector. Getting to it might require removing a few plastic clips or even the grille itself, but it's generally in a pretty accessible spot. Now for the fun part. Diagnostics. How do we figure out if the sensor is bad or if we have a wiring problem? First, a visual inspection is always a great start. Look for any obvious signs of damage to the sensor or its wiring. It's in the front of the car, so it's vulnerable to debris from the road or even minor front-end impacts. Check if the connector is seated properly and look for any corrosion on the pins. If everything looks good visually, it's time to break out the multimeter. With the key on, unplug the sensor. You should have 2 wires in that connector. One wire should have a 5-volt reference signal coming from the BCM. The other wire is the ground. Check for that 5-volt reference. If you don't have it, you'll need to start tracing that wire back towards the BCM to find the break. If you do have 5 volts, check the ground wire for good continuity to the chassis. A bad ground can cause all sorts of strange readings. If both the power and ground check out okay, the wiring is likely good, and the problem is probably the sensor itself. Another quick test you can do is to jump the 2 pins in the connector with a paper clip. This should cause the temperature reading on your scan tool to go to an extreme high or low. If the reading changes, it's another strong indicator that the sensor is the faulty component. They are generally inexpensive and easy to replace. After you install the new sensor, clear the B1415 code and take the car for a drive. Test the climate control system on all settings to confirm that everything is back to normal. The automatic function should now work correctly, and your AC should be blowing cold again. And that's a wrap on diagnosing the Lincoln-specific code, B1415. It might seem like a small sensor, but it plays a big role in your comfort. Hopefully, this guide helps you get your climate control system sorted out quickly. And if you found this video helpful, do me a huge favor and hit that like button. Subscribe for more automotive tips, and ring that bell so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.